Hey everyone, it's Sherri from Trail Runner's Journey, and it's a TRJ live show, episode 49. Ask Sherri, Footcare 101, fix before fail. And we're live. Yay, we're live. All right. So now we're heading into race season, and one thing that comes up is foot issues. Now, here's the deal is that your feet have to carry you, your ego, your gear, and everything else across the finish line. So it's time to give your tootsies the respect they deserve. And I've seen some pretty horrid foot condition out there. So one thing, how many of you want blisters? How many of you want black toenails? So is there stuff that we could do to prevent it? Yes, there is. And this is what this show is all about, how to do the preventative measures so that your race is the likelihood of getting blisters is a lot less. Okay. Now, the further you go, the more chances you are to get blisters. But we're going to talk about the basic preventive stuff that you can do. So let's dive in. Okay. So there's not only the race, and that's what we think about. How do I protect my feet during the race? Well, there's a lot more than the race. Let's go to before the race, and let's go to everyday life. Number one, trim your toenails. Trim your toenails, long, gangly toenails. Get them trimmed, get them filed. Go get a pedicure. And yes, I'm talking to you too. Go for, and while we're talking about an esthetician that does foot care, ask for one who specializes in diabetic feet. They're used to dealing with the thicker toenails and they understand foot care. They're a deeper level than basically a traditional just pedicure shop. The thing if you're saying, I don't want to do that, I want to do my own. Okay, fine. Okay, so let's go over doing your own. Number one, take your big toe and squeeze it on the corners. That'll tell you if there's a corner growing inside. If you squeeze your toenail and basically nothing is, that's it, you're pretty good. But if you squeeze it and you go, oh, you got a corner growing in, and that needs to be taken care of. So trim that down, make sure it's filed away, and have your toenails cut. Okay. Have them cut, and the shortness is, I like a certain shortness on mine, but long toenails, no. Now, what do you do if they're thick? You file them down. Absolutely. Grab the old file and file down that toenail so it doesn't have that big thickness there. And you usually file on top and you file in front. So make sure your toenails are nice and cut. So, and you know what, honestly, go get a pedicure. Yeah, guys, I'm talking to you too. And guys, by the way, toenail polish, if clear, helps prevent black toenails. That's actually good for your toenails. And I'll give you a secret. Glitter makes you run faster. It does. Works for me. So yeah, get some good glitter polish on. It'll make you feel better. And you know what? When you're getting a pedicure, a good esthetician will take off the calluses, the excess callus. That's the key to remember is when you're going to get a pedicure, it's the excess callus that you get taken off. If you look at your foot and you've got cracks, you got skin hanging, yeah, that needs to come off. Get that off. Get that off pre-race because your feet will feel so much better. And honestly, I used to be, I'm not going to get a pedicure until I got my first pedicure. And I'm a firm believer. I am a firm believer. I will get on my podium about getting a pedicure. Now, when to get a pedicure before the race? The week of the race. Don't get it the day before because your feet are going to be a little bit too tender. But for a pedicure, get your toenails done at the very least. Get your excess calluses removed and get some good glitter polish. Okay, so after the pedicure, and this is something you do on a day-to-day basis, and the thing is, with the dead skin, it actually causes friction, and that's where foot problems start to exist. So one thing I like doing is putting lotion on my feet. I love this stuff. It's a multi-purpose herbal lotion. Smells like A535. When I opened the tube up, I went, hey, this smells like A535. That's very familiar from my badminton days. But it's a very nice smell. So it's nice and calming. It helps you sleep as well, too. You'll find find it helps me sleep, and it's non-greasy. And that's the thing I really like about this stuff. It's non-greasy. So when you put it on, you don't have that uck feeling, and it soaks in quite nicely. And another thing I do is I put it on my neck at night, neck and spine at night, and it helps me sleep a heck of a lot better. It's a herbal lotion. Let me know in the comments if you want to know more about it. I love it. Highly, highly recommend it. Yeah. Now, socks. What kind of socks are you going to wear? Obviously, wicking. Cotton is rotten. Don't even go there. Wicking socks. Now, I'm going to go two things with socks. Is number one, toe socks or not. Personally, I love toe socks. Now, the brand I get, I honestly are from Amazon. I found a good brand on Amazon that I like better than the name brand. Okay. I found the name brand. I blew through the toes too quickly. And I like these ones. So toe socks. Why toe socks? Well, it keeps your toes a little bit apart. And especially if you have a toe that's rubbing together, this helps prevent that. Speaking of which, are your shoes the proper size? Thumb width at the top, and this part, you need room for your toes to do their job. So this cannot be restricting. Okay. So your shoes have to fit properly. Now back to socks. What brand do you like? Now, there's a lot of different brands. Try a lot of them on. You'll see your favorites, the ones you love. Stick with the ones you love. Now, here's another thing about socks. No show versus crew. No shows come at the top of your shoes. I'm not a fan. A lot of people wear them. Be aware that's where junk can go in. And that's where junk can go in between your sock and your foot. And that's a blister waiting to happen. Okay. And that's why I like more of a crew. I like them to go above my ankle. So it helps prevent that. Now, what you can do is wear gaiters. So gaiters are the kind of sleeves that go above your ankles, and it's kind of connects your ankle to your foot. Those are good to wear as well too. So looking at socks, non-wicking, do the ones that you like, that you love. They're comfortable and they don't give you blisters. There's some non-wicking socks I can't wear because no. But find the socks that you love, that work well for you, and your shoes have to fit right. Okay, your shoes have to fit right. As I mentioned, thumb width at the top, wide enough as well too. And here's another thing. When's the last time you emptied out your shoes? Give them a good smack, took out the insoles and give them a good smack to make sure all the junk is from the previous run is out. That's a good thing to do. Definitely. That is a good thing to do. Now, heel lock lacing. Heel lock lacing so your foot stays, so your heel stays in the back of the shoe and doesn't slide it forward, unless you want black toenails. It's up to you. So that's with the shoes, that they're laced properly for you. Now, foot lube. This depends. If you're going to be in real wet conditions, that's a good thing to apply. Now, which one? There's many. Some people use Vaseline, Trail Toes, Squirrel's Nut Butter, Monkey Butt. Try the one and see what works best for you. Now, if you're going to be in sandy condition, that might not be the best thing. You could have sandpaper if the fine grit gets in, but look at it. This is a personal preference thing. Have your pre-race regimen in place so that before the race, you're getting your feet done, you're getting your toenails cut, your excess calluses shaved off, your socks are in prime condition. They're the ones that you love for the race, and your shoes fit properly. And they're also cleaned out as well too. Now, lube versus tape, or both. Do you do it as a preventative measure, or do you fix as needed? Good question. I'm going to say this. If you're prone to getting blisters and it's a thing of comfort for you, do it before the race. That is part of putting your race kit on. Your feet are also prepared for it. Now, I'm going to say this. If you notice a pebble or a little micro pebble or something in your shoe, stop and get it out. This is not something that'll go away. In fact, it'll get worse. And I've been there, done that. I've had blisters like this on my heels, and those weren't fun. Grit got in, and it just caused a mess. It really did. So After that, I was doing preventative taping, that's for sure. The one thing to do to make sure you know how to do is a blister. There's blister bandages, but there's I'm going to say a blister pack. And what you do is you layer up moleskin. You put your moleskin in layers, you cut a circle out for where your blister is. You put that on your heel so that where your blister is, it's not pushing on the blister, it's pushing around the blister. Know how to do that blister pack, because that, if you're in a race and you've got one with you, that will help save your race, honestly. Now, in the race, absolutely, as soon as you get something that feels off, stop and take care of it. And I know it's hard. It's hard to stop and go, oh man, I'm in emotion. I don't want to stop. I'm doing my shoot. Do it. Do it. It'll save you grief in the long run. Seriously, it will. It very much will. Now, blisters and hot zones, how to handle them on the fly. One thing I like carrying is lip balm. Not necessarily the flavor type, but get some lip balm. Or else you can get these mini lubes, carry them with you, and there you can address them on the fly. You can rub them on the hot spots, so hopefully that'll take you to the aid station where you can put it on properly, and hopefully it won't go too far from there. Also check and see, do your feet need washing? And at the aid station, you can give your feet a wash, put on fresh socks. Note, fresh socks. And fresh wash, dry, fresh socks. You'll feel like $1 million for the next leg. Now, what to have in your race day? Footcare. I like baby wipes. I like baby wipes in there. If I can't get a basin with water, at least that'll clean your feet and have you feel better. Honestly, blister packs, for sure, have some way of lube in there, whether it's a little container or if it's a lip balm. Non-flavored lip balm works very well for doing it on the fly. And also have that blister pack made of moleskin. It's a 4 or 5 moleskin layers thick. Have that in a bag and ready to go in case you need it. And those actually really help, as well as duct tape. Duct tape is really good, so you can tape your individual toes so they're not rubbing together. Okay, so just to go over it again, let me know let me know, what foot care tips do you have that would help? What do you have in your blister? What do you have in your first aid kit, your blister pack? What do you have? What do you do before the race for your foot care? Let me know, and let's learn from this. So as a recap, do I get blisters now? No, very rarely. Before the race, proper foot care, which means toenails are cut and filed, as well as getting a nice glitter polish on. Yep, you'll feel better. Trust me. And guys, yeah, you too. Get a good glitter polish on. Calluses, excess taken off. Socks, they work for you, whether they're toe socks or not. They have to work for you, and they have to be wicking. Okay, take an extra pair along, especially if you are in an ultra, have extra pairs there that you could change into. Foot lube, make sure it works for you, that you've tested it before and that you like it. It works for you. You love it. That could be a before the race thing, if that makes you feel more comfortable. If it's a security thing, go for it. Shoes have to fit properly. Have to fit properly. Ensure you're laced in there properly with heel lock lacing if your shoes allow that. Yes, you can do it with Solomon's as well too. I know how to do it with Solomon's, but make sure your shoes are laced properly. The snugness is in the right places, not across the balls of the foot. Okay. Now, lube versus tape, prevention or not, depends. If you have issues with foot, you're going to be doing it preventatively. You might want to put on lube ahead of time. That's up to you. But know how to fix. And when do you fix? As soon as you feel an issue coming about. Stop, get it out, go on. And blisters and hot zones, yeah, you want to take care of those. You do. You really do. Because they don't get better as you go on. They get worse. And I've had very bad blisters. And make sure you get a good race day kit. You could carry it with you, and it actually could save your race. So let me know what you do. Drop it in the comments. And in the meantime, get your feet, get them really nice. Take care of your feet. put some nice, really good lotion on them. Smells great, feels good. It's a nice cooling sensation. Get the lotion on your feet. Treat your feet with care because, as I said, they have to carry you, your equipment, your emotional self, and your ego across the finish line. Treat them with respect. In the meantime, get outside, get some trail in, and we'll see you next week.